Hey everybody, it's Ricardo here, and we are pretty stoked in the office right now because we've got Street Fighter Special Advisor Seth Killian, who brought us something really cool. So what is Ryan, who pretty much pushed everybody outside, away so we could get the stick, what's he doing? What's he playing?
He's playing Super Street Fighter 4.
All right, so now move-wise, we gotta look at, I think, most of Jerry's stuff when we were at TGS. So has that changed any since we saw it last? I mean, can you walk folks through her moves and whatnot?
Sure. So there's a variety of subtle changes we're making all the time, but her core moves are similar. So she's got what we saw, like a little pinwheel, kind of a basic attack, and that's just a fireball. She's all fireball kind of motion. So she's got pinwheeling, kind of a spinning forward attack, which is can be done at different ranges. She's also got like a little fireball. She's getting killed here, but so her fireball is just a hurricane kick motion, a quarter circle away, and you can do that with any one of 3 kicks, and they all have different effects. So you've got sort of one can be done down low, one can be done at middle, and the other one can be done high. But what's sort of fun about them is that if you hold down the button, you can actually hold back the fireball and then release it at any other time without the startup. And so there's a lot of interesting tricks you can pull with that. She's also got a great dive kick out of the air, which can really sort of surprise people. And it also shows off one of our new Street Fighter 4 mechanics, which is what you might call wall bounce, where you hit somebody so hard they actually fly to the edge of the screen, bounce off it, and then if you're fast, you can juggle them again. Very
cool. Now, T-Hawk seems to be doing all the stuff that we know. Can you walk us through... Oh. Well, we know that. Now, can you walk us through the stuff that... Very nice. Can you walk us through the stuff that that's new for this game or has been refined?
Sure. So, again, T-Hawk also very much in process. In terms of balance, the grapplers are always the hardest characters to get right. But T-Hawk has all the moves you'll be familiar with from his Street Fighter 2 incarnation. So he's got an uppercut, which you just saw there. And he's got a dive out of the air. If you're able to jump and hit all 3 of the punches in the air, he'll do a condor dive downwards, which you might be familiar with as well. Of course, he has the pile drivers. That's what he's all about, getting in your face and grabbing your face and then slamming your face into the ground. He's very facial-centric kind of guy. And he's also got a new move exclusively in Super Street Fighter 4, which is we're calling the Condor Spire. Basically like a horizontal dive where it's done with a reverse dragon punch motion, and he'll sort of coast across. He'll take slight flight and then coast across the ground and land next to you. So it's just a way of helping T-Hawk close the distance and get in your face where he's the most dangerous.
All right, so, but these aren't the only 2 characters, so we get to check out some more if we can get everybody to play nice and switch. So let's do that right now. And so here we got DJ. I was going to say everybody's favorite Street Fighter character, but not really. I mean, he's just kind of there, I think, for a lot of folks.
He's definitely somebody's favorite Street Fighter character.
He's somebody's favorite. So for the people that are into him, not me, but yeah, for the people that were really into playing him, how does he compare? I mean, from what I've seen so far, it's a lot of the same moves like you guys have done with the other characters.
Yeah, he's a very traditional transition to Street Fighter 4, so all the moves that you're familiar with. He's got his famous slide, the max out, which is a sort of sonic boom like fireball, comes out faster than a sonic boom, can travel a little faster under some circumstances. He's got his flash kicks like there, his upward flipping kick. Really his best new move for Street Fighter 4 is the EX version of his Sobot kick. We're looking at an Ultra there, which was blocked, nice move. But yeah, his Sobot kicks are done like a sonic boom but with kick. And those are really fast. They have some interesting invulnerable properties, and the EX one is particularly great. If you hit somebody with that, they're actually crumpled. They're in like a sort of a dizzy crumple stun, just like if you hit them with a focus attack. So they're completely vulnerable afterwards, and you can land pretty much any attack right after you manage to connect with that.
And so as far as the characters, now that we've seen like the characters that you guys are talking about, how'd you guys, I mean, obviously the fans had a huge impact on what you all included. But was there any pushback from folks internally, like, do we really want to put him in? Or?
Well, I think really the idea with T-Hawk and DJ was to try and complete the vision of having all of the Street Fighter 2, the original Street Fighter 2 cast, make the transition to the Street Fighter 4 world. So DJ and T-Hawk really are the last of our remaining Street Fighter 2 characters, and we wanted to bring everybody into the party, and so they got their invitations this time out. And here they are. And actually, I think the T-Hawk is terrifying, and DJ is already looking like one of the strongest characters in the game.
Very cool. But this Super Street Fighter 4 disc doesn't just have characters. There's a bunch of other stuff on it. Some stuff we've seen, some stuff you guys have promised to show us at a later date, which they will. So talk to us a little bit about you know, kind of the balancing and the bonus stages and all the other good stuff that comes with the game.
Right, so we're adding, basically, this is a very fan service-centric game. So, you know, a lot of great fans for Street Fighter 4, but they're also very vocal, which we like, because they tell us what we should be doing. So we've really tried to take that into account. So we've got 4 great new modes that we're adding online, in addition to all the new characters, stages, things like that. The traditional kinds of things you'd expect. One of them is the bonus stages that you've heard about. Definitely a lot of fan service there. You beat up some innocent-looking cars, and barrels are also being smashed in the face, as barrels had a face. And so that's a lot of, you know, that's just fan service fun, and that's great. We've also got new online modes, so you can team up with your friends. You can invite all your friends to play with you in a 2 versus 2 or 3 versus 3 or even 4 versus 4 matchup. So if we want to team up and face the best of the rest, we can go at it that way. We've also got what we call, we're calling it endless mode, but I think people might be more familiar with this as sort of a quarter match, kind of arcade style mode. So you can invite your friends or let the room fill up with random people where it's classic arcade style. So winner stays, loser goes to the back of the line, and it just rotates through like that.
And as far as costumes go, we didn't have a ton in Street Fighter 4 when it came out, but we know there were packs and whatnot. How many are the new folks going to have out the gate?
Well,
you can tell us.
we're still trying to figure that out and exactly what we can do in terms of costumes. But just as far as overall look, the other mode, which isn't a gameplay mode, but is actually I think going to suck up a lot of time for people who buy Super Street Fighter 4, is replay mode, because you can save your matches, record other people's matches, but then there's also basically like a cable TV channel, multiple cable TV channels of just everybody else's matches coming into the game. So you can just scroll through them easily in a sort of easily digested format and watch, say, a bunch of boss fights, watch some of the boss characters going at it, or watch some of the original Street Fighter characters going at it. So there's really just an endless amount of content, because obviously watching Street Fighter videos is sometimes as much fun as playing, or if you're just done playing for a while and want to sit back and watch some of the best of the rest. So you can watch that, and that's, I think, going to be a lot of fun.
Very cool. Now, what we see here, the boys are playing on, are just some of the limited edition sticks that came out. I'm just wondering, since you guys brought some out for 4, can we expect some for Super?
We still have a great relationship with our friends at Mad Catz, so hopefully we'll be able to get something together for Super. I know there's a lot of people looking forward to that, and obviously I would love to be a part of a new product.
Very carefully spoken. Thank you, sir. The other thing people are asking for is a release date. So what do you got? What can you tell folks?
All I can say right now is spring 2010.
Right, so spring for Xbox and PS3.
Yes.
PC as well? Or how's that looking?
We haven't been able to talk about any PC plans at this point.
All right. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
All right. Well, there you go. Thank you very much, Seth.
Always my pleasure.
We're going to try and remove Ryan from the stick and move on. Who knows if that's going to work. So that's what we have on Super Street Fighter 4 for you right now. But check back on the site. We'll be dragging these guys back as often as we can to show off more.